Yeah, good afternoon from the Tabon to Keekee lodge. It's beautiful. It's the first time I have an overwater bungalow. Amazing. And the water is so warm, so crystal clear. And I'm the only one here. I'm the only one in this entire lodge. Eco resort. They call it eco resort. Apparently this is more like a weekend place, so people come here from South Tarawa over the weekend, and then during the week it's kind of empty. Now it's Monday. Yesterday they were kind of full, yeah, but now I'm the only one. Actually, you kind of have to take a boat across that channel, and when I arrived here on this side, there was actually no one here in this lodge, like no receptionist. I just sat down for like 45 minutes, and then someone finally came. And they also confirmed that I have some dinner tonight. I was worried I don't get a dinner tonight because there's absolutely nothing here. Like all the shops, all the restaurants are in South Tarawa. All you have in North Tarawa is dogs. Watch out for them. This is really nice. There's actually not much to do here. I think you can rent a kayak or like a stand-up paddling thing, but that's pretty much it. Maybe they have bicycles, I don't know. But tomorrow I'm actually taking a domestic flight here. I just booked a direct round trip with Air Kiribati going to an island called Kuria, and then coming back in the afternoon. That's gonna be quite fun. If I can get a transport to the airport. They confirmed to me that transport will be waiting on the other side of that channel at 8:30 in the morning. I just need to catch that small boat over to the other side. It's also fun to watch the high tide and low tide here. So when I arrived earlier, it was actually low tide. There was no water beneath the bungalow at all. But now the water has actually risen quite a lot. And it's even coming up to that small wall over there. So there's a huge difference between high tide and low tide. A sunny good morning. I need to get to the airport. However, there is a little channel of sea to cross. Now you can see that boat over there. That's their like ferry. It costs 50 cents to get across, Australian dollar cents. However, I think due to low tide, it doesn't run right now. All the locals seem to walk, so I think we're fine with walking. If I can get outside here. And then we'll walk across. Also, let's better take off the shoes. There we go. And we are good to go. Let's see if we can walk across. The security guy, as far as I understood him, said the water should only go to my knees. Hey doggy. So, reached the edge of the channel. Let's see. It's fine. It's only like a couple of centimeters deep. That's the ferry. Yeah, so it's not as sandy as I hoped it would be. There are a few rocks here and there, but I've almost reached the other side. And I've reached the other side and didn't even get my knees wet. That is amazing. So you can just walk. I mean, at low tide. You can walk at low tide. At high tide, I'm not too sure. Yesterday I went swimming at high tide and there was like a very strong current. I don't want to get swept away by a current. That's why maybe only walk during low tide. Just waiting for my transport here on the other side. There should be a car coming. In the meantime, these kids have been swarming me. The sun is coming up and it's getting quite hot, I have to say. So I'm like staying here in the shade. Yeah, bit of a problem. My transport didn't show up, the transport to the airport. I have to say, Kiribati is very, very unreliable. The car was supposed to meet me there at 8:30. I was there at 8:15 actually. It is now 9 a.m. and it has not showed up. And anyway, speaking of reliability, I wanted to fly to an island called Kuria today. The flight was supposed to depart at 11 a.m. That's what they sold me on the ticket yesterday. Only one day in advance they told me departure at 11 a.m. Yesterday I checked the Facebook page of Air Kiribati where they post like the actual schedules, and turns out the flight to Kuria today is at 4:35 p.m. That's a solid 5-6 hour delay. Anyway, it's actually a bit too early to go to the airport. What I was hoping for actually is that they put me on a different flight to like a different island, like an earlier flight, but I think it's already too late for that. I will simply go back, relax for a couple of hours and then try again. Really annoyed by transportation in this country. Like, there are also no taxis, by the way, or like almost no. It's all like very hard to organize. Yeah, back at my place here where I'm staying. Doesn't look as beautiful in low tide, but trust me, it's very beautiful in high tide. Very nice. Never stayed in an overwater bungalow before. That is a useful lock, isn't it? And that's how it looks like. You got a bed, a table, another table. It's quite comfy. Okay, so on my way back through the channel, I actually met the security guy. I think he's the security guy here, or like the maintenance guy. Anyway, he's super helpful, super friendly. And he actually called, I don't know, the manager of this resort, or the lady who was supposed to pick me up. She was very apologetic. And we agreed that she will pick me up for the 4:35 p.m. flight at 2 p.m. over there. I confirmed it twice, 2 p.m. Let's see if that works out. At 2 p.m. there will be high tide, actually a bit earlier, like at 12. So I have to take the boat, the ferry, and I hope then I can actually go to the airport. I'm gonna stay here for a couple of hours. That guy, maintenance, security, whatever, is actually super helpful. He gave me something to scare off the mosquitoes last night. He also said he will arrange some bucket shower tonight, because the shower, the real shower is actually broken, so kind of have to use a bucket or something like that. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, but until later, until 2 p.m, we'll enjoy this scenery a bit longer. Maybe go for a swim when the water comes back. Yeah, this place is, like, as I said before, the shower is broken and a few other things are broken as well, like the mosquito net was kind of ripped off. So I used a cable to fix it. Gotta be creative in Kiribati. I don't think there are many tourists coming to Kiribati at all, so I'm the only one here. Yeah, the rate for the overwater bungalow is 120 Australian dollars per night, and it includes breakfast and dinner. Essentially they cook only for me and maybe for themselves, I don't know. But the dinner was actually quite nice, and this morning they made some pancakes and eggs. It was quite lovely as well. Yeah, there's no lunch, but I don't know. On this trip, being on these Pacific Islands, I don't really eat lunch. Maybe I'll have a few snacks, but that's it. And let me also show you my favorite place here. It's this one. A hanging mat overlooking my overwater bungalow. It's super nice. I'm not gonna lay down here now because, as you can see, it's like in the sun. I don't want to be burned to death, so I'm just gonna sit in a restaurant, maybe go for a swim later. And they actually have a bar as well, but it's closed. There are actually a lot of mosquitoes here. Not in the midday heat, like not right now, but in the evening and in the morning there are like lots of mosquitoes. So bring a lot of mosquito repellent if you come here. Second try, and yeah, don't forget to lock the door. Yeah, well. Okay, and it is high tide now. Like earlier you could actually see the water coming in. It was quite fast. And yeah, this is how it looks like in high tide. Looks quite beautiful, much more beautiful than in low tide. I need to catch the ferry, the boat across the channel, because I'm not sure if I can walk at high tide. Like you can see all the water in the channel, and I'm not entirely sure how deep it is. There's also like a strong current, so yeah, let's just take the boat. The boat is currently on the other side, so we'll need to wait for it to come here. reach the boarding zone here. I need to pay someone 50 cents, but I don't know who. Maybe just the boat captain directly. Arrived on the other side once again. Car is not here yet, but it's only 1:45. I hope it's showing up within the next 20 minutes or so. It was trickier than I thought. Somehow it was easier yesterday. So today there were different people and I needed to explain everything again. But anyway, they confirmed I can go there today to Kuria and back. So let's do that. But first I want to find the ATM again and try to retrieve some cash, because yesterday it didn't have any cash. It was switched off. Yes, it had cash. Retrieved 300 Australian dollars. That should keep me going for the last 3 days. Yep. Yeah, so this is the departure hall of this airport. It's very basic, but they do have a bathroom and there's like space for, I don't know, 80, maybe 100 people. I do like their wooden roof though. It's much nicer than Martoro. Yeah, I'm way too early. It is now 3 p.m. Flight's gonna depart at 4:35, so I still have like 1.5 hours. And the staff is probably wondering what I'm doing here so early. They issued me a handwritten boarding pass. Can you call it a boarding pass? I don't know, it's just a handwritten note for the onward flight and the return flight. So I think I'm already checked in for the return flight, but I'm not sure. I don't want to get stranded in Kuria, so I asked the staff at the ticket office of Air Kiribati to message them in Kuria to tell them that I'm going straight back. I'm hoping I can just stay on board, honestly. Should be possible. There is one Twin Otter outside. I think it's the one we're taking. It's Tango 3 Alpha Kilo Romeo. The other one is in the hangar over there. And they have one -8-100, which is also standing over there. So the only aircraft that's ready to fly is this Alpha Kilo Romeo. Also be aware that even for domestic flights there is a security check, but I asked them if I can keep my water bottles and they were fine with that. I have 2 water bottles with me now, which is good because it's really hot. The whole of Kiribati is really hot and humid. However, the Air Kiribati office is actually nicely air conditioned, so if you make friends with the staff at the Air Kiribati office, maybe you can wait in some AC. Also, on a side note, there is no Wi-Fi at this airport. No Wi-Fi at all. There is Wi-Fi at the Air Kiribati office, but only if they activate it and only if they give you their password. But other than that, there is no public Wi-Fi here, which is really tricky for foreign tourists who come here, or foreign visitors in general. If you don't have a local SIM card, I think there is a store somewhere selling local SIM cards here, but at least yesterday I couldn't find it. Or maybe it was closed, I don't know. So it's a bit of a headache, really, if you want to organize something. I mean, you can ask people. Maybe people can call someone for you if you have the number to call. But yeah, just be prepared. There's no Wi-Fi. And I couldn't even connect mobile roaming data. Or you can try to get an eSIM before you come to the country. That might be a possibility. I didn't get it for Kiribati this time because I thought somehow it would be easier. It's not as easy as I thought. And getting cash here is also kind of an issue, so I would also advise, if you come here, bring all the cash you need into the country, because getting it here is kind of a headache as well. Those were the 2 mistakes I made I didn't get an eSIM and I didn't bring enough cash into the country. Australian dollars, that is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous. I mean, the staff at the ticket office said they were gonna message the staff in Kuria and let them know that I'm arriving after check-in time, so they should like check me in for the return flight even without me being there. But I'm still nervous, like, I don't know. What happens if I get there and they say I'm late for check-in? Then I'm stuck in Korea for like a week, because they only go there like once a week, I think. Maybe twice a week, I don't know. But it'll be really bad. It is 4:30 p.m. My flight is supposed to leave at 4:35 p.m. and something interesting just happened. The Twin Otter, which was parked outside, is not parked there anymore because it just started taxiing to the runway. And I think it's taking off. It's taking off without passengers. There was no one boarding. There are like, I don't know, 15 passengers waiting here in the departure hall. There's no one on board except the pilots. Am I gonna fly today or not? Also, a sort of gate agent came around earlier, like some employee from the airline, and noted down the list of people who are gonna fly on the flight, and he went to all the passengers here as well. I don't know, I'm confused why this aircraft left. Are we supposed to be on a different aircraft then? I think it has reached the runway end by now. Let's see it take off. So the aircraft departed, and I watched it turn towards the north and climbing higher and higher, and it's actually out of sight now. Yeah, I don't know. The other passengers don't seem too concerned about it. I also have my pickup, like from the lodge, organized at 6 p.m, so I actually want to be back here at 6 p.m. I have no idea if I still get to fly today. Maybe I shouldn't fly. Maybe I shouldn't even attempt to fly today. Oh, I cannot. No. You're gonna stay overnight? No.
No, but you can't come back. Because it's... No, I'm kidding.
I never know. Because
Nah, it's okay.
in Kiribati, you never know.
Yeah, that's right. No worries. I already informed the agent that you'll be coming back with us.
Ah, cool.
So
Okay.
you're already on the menu.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, 5A. Should I take another seat because 5A is blocked?
What's that?
My seat is blocked, but I can.
You
take
can go
another.
up to the front if you want.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Airborne out of Tarawa, runway 09, we turn right after departure and we're climbing to 7,000 feet. Why do I know that? Because the pilots were super nice. They gave me a headset to listen to their communications and the air traffic control. Really fun to hear. I'd say the Twin Otter is in a pretty good shape. It's pretty full right now. About half of the passengers are adults, the other half are infants and small children. Essentially the same as on the Air Marshall Islands flight in Majuro, and I can't really hear myself. Like when I'm talking, can't really hear myself because it's so loud. But when you wear a headset, you can't really hear it. So it's a really good noise cancelling headset. Narrow Airlines.
Not Nauru.
No?
I think it's like One or something. Yeah.
And we're airborne again out of Kuria, runway 10, take off towards the east and then turn north towards Tarawa. We already reached 7,000 feet and the sun is setting outside. That's quite nice. Yeah, Kuria looked absolutely beautiful from above. I wish I had some time to spend a couple of days there, but I think they only fly once a week, maybe twice, and I simply don't have enough time for that. The people were really nice though. The airport staff gave the pilots and also me a coconut. Yeah, now just crossing over the water. They already called the tower in Tarawa to say that we're coming back. Kuria is obviously an uncontrolled field. I think Tarawa is a controlled field. Actually not entirely sure. I'm not sure if I heard the tower issuing a takeoff clearance earlier. Let's check if they get a landing clearance. Yeah, it will be interesting to see. Back in Tarawa. What a nice ride, actually. Captain was also super friendly. Let's see if the driver is still there. Made it back to the lodge. I'm still the only one here and I'm just waiting to get some dinner. I hope she still has the dinner. It was a pretty good day. I mean, would have been better if Air Kiribati did not reschedule the flight by 5 hours, but still it was an incredible experience. It was pretty hot as well. Maybe you can tell that I'm constantly sweating here in Kiribati. Now when the sun is gone and there's a small breeze, it's fine, but when the sun is up, it's really, really hot and humid. And during midday, no one really does anything, not even the dogs. The dogs were lying under the bungalow, just relaxing there. Yeah, that's life here. And both flights today were actually quite full, almost full, not completely full, but 2 or 3 seats left. My original plan was to go to Abe Mame. That didn't work out because I couldn't get a ticket, also because the flight was full. And actually the captain told me that especially Abe Mame is like a destination which fully books like 2 months in advance, so you have to secure your ticket ahead. You cannot just show up to the booking office and expect they have a seat for the next day. Yeah, tomorrow I have nothing planned. I will stay here, and then the day after, on Thursday, I will fly off to my next destination. If you want to find out where that is, subscribe, and yeah, you will see next week or like in the next video. Until then, enjoy your travels.